Hi everyone, my name is Katharina and I'm a PhD student in the Literacies subproject of SoMeCliCS. Our subproject title, Paving the Way Through the Literacy Jungle, is shortly describing what our subproject is actually aiming for. We want to investigate literacies that are potentially relevant in the context of the climate change discourse that mostly takes place on social media today. The subproject is divided in 3 milestones called L1, L2 and L3 that I would like to explain to you in more detail now. Within the first milestone, L1, we already conducted a systematic literature search and would further like to review the numerous literacies that were already defined in the literature and that are potentially relevant in the SoMeCliCS context. Some of those literacies are shown in Figure 1. From the perspective of SoMeCliCS, for example scientific, media or information literacy, as well as some of the new approaches to media science literacy or digital media science literacy concerning these both perspectives of scientific phenomena and the social media usage could be potentially relevant for our subproject. To the best of our knowledge, it remains unclear how much the behaviors defined by all the single literacies have something in common, complement each other, or address new relevant aspects in our context. Our research questions in L1 focus on comparing the reviewed literacies through the lens of the integrated behavioral model. This is a psychological model used to describe and predict behaviors based on several behavioral determinants, among others, for example, knowledge or behavioral intention. The model helps to categorize the behaviors that all single literacies may define for a literate human. Social media further represent a platform for gaining information, also in scientific contexts such as climate change. And information are fundamental for the informed decision-making of a reflective citizen. Thus, we focus on students' information gain on YouTube as an exemplary social media platform and investigate to which extent the literacies define behaviors to search for, perceive and interact with, organize, and finally also critically reflect those information. In the upcoming milestones, L2 and L3, a longitudinal study will be conducted revealing which literacies can actually be observed for 10th grade students at T1 and 11th grade students at T2. Within the study, we plan to use eye tracking and the learning environment LearnWeb developed by the L3S to indicate how students gain information from YouTube. Questionnaires and semi-structured interviews in addition to the eye tracking study may show how students critically reflect the perceived and organized information according to their observed literacies. A pilot study is in progress here, testing the LearnWeb environment with the implemented eye tracking. Milestone L3 finally consists of the data collection of 11th grade students addressing the research question to which extent students' literacies are cross-correlated with their information gain over time. The same survey setting as in T1 will be used here in the future. Finally, our subproject aims to determine the relevant literacies in the SoMeCliCS context and to express implications for future science education, as well as the use of online learning environments to foster competent information gain in the climate change discourse on social media.